NNRG.
So the votes today are for a game called the Sword of Fargoal, which, as far as I can tell, is a dungeon crawl. Because, yeah, I had to look up a manual for this one, because this one was not going to be straightforward. So I kind of already have a rough idea of what I'm getting myself into, but other than that, not really much of anything. So it started up here, got a tape file. So, oh, we're just going right into it. Epyx presents the Sword of Fargoal. Okay, I guess those are my stats. Experience point 0, experience level 1, maximum hits 12, battle skill 13, dungeon level 1, monsters slain 0. Okay, it's showing me some more info. Healing potions 1, no magic sacks or beacons, I got a teleport spell, and my weapon is not enchanted. Okay then. Although it's still telling me to wait. Okay, your quest begins. So, is it gonna... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so there's a character. There's clearly stuff going on. I can move in various directions. Something here. Okay, 15 gold. I don't know what that square directly above is. But we got some more gold here. So you have 8 directional movement, but it's with the joystick. And what's interesting about this is I thought this was going to be like really difficult to do, but it's pulling it off because there's a massive delay in the controls. Sacrifice of gold? Oh, there's the temple. Okay, so this came up in the manual. The temple's where you can go to restore your hit points and stuff. Not to mention if you bring gold there, it's worth experience points. But yeah, there is a massive delay to every move you make, which explains why they're able to get diagonal movement to work to any degree of accuracy, because you can pretty easily hit diagonal and have it register within that time. So it's not like with some dungeon crawls where they have to have, like, if the controls are very responsive but you're limited to a D-pad, they have to do weird things to get the diagonals to work nicely. I'm a little surprised I haven't run into any monsters yet. I mean, isn't that the whole point of a dungeon crawl, is to fight monsters? I mean, I've got experience points going now from all the gold I've found. Okay, there's something to the side here. Oh! Okay, apparently I attacked an elven ranger. And now I attacked a werebear. And... okay, so the battle proceeds automatically while you're on top of them. You know, now that I think about it, the gameplay here very much feels familiar. I'm sure some people will remember that one of the games I covered on Ancient DOS Games was Caverns of Zaskazian. And this game is actually reminding me of that one. I wonder if because this game's a lot older than that one. I wonder if it was inspired by the Sword of Fargoal here. And apparently we've got a Dwarven guard there. So yeah, we're losing some hit points, but, you know, we're taking down the enemies fairly well. A gargoyle, is that something I'm going to be able to... yeah, I am not having trouble with these enemies. Although I am kind of curious when we're going to level up. Oh, and I just noticed we're actually healing too. So normally if you want to heal, you've got to like stay at the temple, because while you're in the temple, enemies can't attack you. But it seems that you can just heal up just by moving around. Although I'm imagining healing at the temple would probably be way better than healing out in the open. But one of the things I read in the manual is that if you spend too long on a dungeon floor, more monsters will actually start coming in. So you kind of want to not dawdle too much. But then these are only single screen dungeons, so I mean, I don't know, maybe I got enough time to search everything? Okay, I got a mercenary there. Oh. That mercenary is a heck of a lot more difficult. Maybe I should actually go to the temple, deposit the gold, get healed up. So, actually, while I'm here, I'm going to take a quick look at the instructions. Oh yeah, I'm healing a lot faster. Just to make sure I remember how to, oh yeah, there isn't a button to show you your stats. So I guess the only way you see your stats is between dungeon floors? Oh wait, I just gained a level somehow. Okay. Okay, I healed up to 19 hit points, so that level up must have been really impressive. So to go down the stairs, we just push the button. And there we go. Experience points 319, experience level 2, maximum hits 19, battle skill 41, that went up fast. 8 monsters slain so far. So let's see if we can keep it going here. Although we didn't pick up any extra spells, we got a healing potion. That's important to remember. So a lot of these things like the healing potions and the spells are used simply by pressing keys on the keyboard. There are some exceptions though. Specifically, if you fall down a pit, the drift spell is what's supposed to keep you from getting hurt, and you activate that by simply pressing the button as fast as you can. So next dungeon floor. Let's see if we can make some good progress here. Oh, whoops, I entered a ceiling trap and lost a lot of hits there. But that's fine. Just need to be a little more careful about that. Okay, got a hobgoblin here. Hobgoblin stood no chance. Although I wonder what that sound is that keeps sort of... There's like a very low bass sound that keeps rumbling as I move around these floors, and it interrupts the gameplay whenever it happens. Not quite sure what that sound is about, but... Oh. Oh yeah, I just noticed an enemy like spawned in right from the staircase. And that's what it was saying in the... That's what it was saying in the manual, that the enemies spawn in from the stairs. So this is a werebear. We were able to take werebears out pretty easily. Although that one seemed to be a little trickier than the usual ones. Weak hobgoblin. That went down pretty quick. And then finding more treasure. Oh, I've got 666 experience points. That's not a good sign. Okay, well we gotta do something about that experience point count. There we go. Now we got 711 experience points. We go from a number of the number of the devil to the number of a convenience store. Brilliant. I'm a little surprised I haven't really found any spells or anything yet, though. Like, I mean, I know it's still like the second dungeon floor, like we're not that deep into it, but I would have expected to find something? Like, so far I'm just finding gold and monsters. Like, there's another mercenary. Hopefully the mercenary goes down a little better this time. Whoop, nope. Mercenary was being real troublesome that time. Now, thankfully, it looks like I can outrun most of these enemies, but still, it means I'm gonna have to... Well, the mercenary's gonna have suffered some damage, so I can just go back and just fight it some more, really. Although, yeah, the enemies are starting to pile in, really. Okay, Dwarven Guard. Okay, vanquish the Dwarven Guard. We brought our level up. I don't have a ton of hit points left, so I may have to escape from this never mind, the mercenary was almost dead. Whoop, whoa. Glad there was a bit of a delay there, because I almost stepped on that trap. Actually, that's kind of interesting that the traps are visible. Like, I thought in the manual that to make the traps visible, you had to use like a light spell or something. Of course, this is kind of annoying, having to wait around for hit points to come back. But, it is what it is. At least I can watch the monsters start to pile in from that one staircase above me. I mean, I could go for that staircase, but there's another one in the upper, well, the upper center there, where that's a lot easier to go down. Okay, I think I actually understand what's going on with the sound effects now. When you're hearing those rumbles in the background, that's actually the monster's movement going on. Because the monsters aren't moving while those sounds aren't happening. So that's kind of interesting. The monsters sort of have their own movement phase in a sense. And I'm still gaining hit points. Like, this level 4 that I reached has a lot of hit points available to it, apparently. Yeah, it keeps going up. I wish there was like a way to see your stats, though. Yeah, it looks like 39 is my limit on hit points right now. Or maybe not. It seemed to be stuck on 39 for a while, but nope, it's actually 40. Or maybe it's even higher. I don't know. Yep, there it goes, 41. And you know what? Let's just move on. This waiting takes a while. Now, there don't seem to be any more enemies showing up. I'll just take the quick staircase. So, 1134 experience points, low experience level 4. 44 is my maximum hit points right now. 77 battle skills, 16 monsters slain. Going for dungeon level 3. And I still haven't found any extra spells or healing potions or any of that. So, well, it's going to show that in a second here. You know, the thing is, because this is a tape file, it's not really loading. I think this waiting is actually generating the dungeon layout. Because that's not a trivial thing to do. So I imagine that's why what's taking so long between these screens here. So, quest continues. Let's move on to the next dungeon here. Like, I have to wonder how long you're supposed to play this game for, like how deep you can actually go. Specifically because there doesn't seem to be a way to save the game. At least as far as I could tell in the manual. There seems to be something where you either play it for as long as you can, which I don't think that's the case because there's like a story and everything. So I think it's just a game where you just have to do it in one sitting. Oh wow, this swordsman hits real hard. But I did manage to slay it. But that's slightly a problem because I lost a lot of hit points in that. Now, I read in the manual that there is a temple on every floor, so we're gonna find one somewhere. It's just question of where. Okay, well there's a trap. So we clearly don't want to go down the okay, the monsters... I thought for a second the monster like fell down the trap, but no, the monster just sort of... Wait, did the monster eat the trap? It's not showing up on the map anymore. Maybe the monster actually did get hit by the trap. Interesting. Okay, I found a temple. Okay, I can heal up a bit, and then I can go try to deal with those monsters and get all that gold that I buried. Actually, hang on. I seem to be regenerating health faster now. Like, I mean, I was going to make a comment just a short while ago that the hit points don't seem to regenerate that fast, that it was, like, really not pleasant waiting on them. But it seems that as I'm getting more hit points, my regeneration rate seems to be going up. So, that's nice. Like, I mean, I kind of wasn't expecting that, but if they managed to think for a moment that, yeah, waiting on temples for regeneration at a really slow rate when you got, like, 80 or 100 hit points is a bad thing, well, it's going faster. Whoops. I fell down a pit and lost my map. So that means I don't know where everything is now. Which, okay, it's a little annoying because I have all those buried gold piles. I mean, I vaguely remember where the temple is, so that's not really that big an issue. But yeah, that was annoying. I mean, I hit the button instinctively because the manual said, like, if you fall down a pit, hit the button on your joystick, but I don't have any spells to save me from falling down pits because I haven't been finding any spells. Okay, so at this point, you know, I've explored this floor pretty well, so I'm just going to go drop off my gold, get my hit points restored, and then head for one of the staircases. Okay, I seem to top out at 58 hit points, so it's not a small amount. And I was noticing, too, that my hit point regeneration slowed down the closer I got to maximum. So it's kind of interesting that maybe as you get more maximum hit points, your regeneration rate is based on how close you are to minimum, or how close you are to maximum. Although that monk took out a lot more hit points than I was expecting it to, so let me go regenerate a few more. Okay, let's try not to get assaulted by a monk on our way to the staircase this time. And right as I was about to leave, a swordsman, and we know that they're pretty strong. Okay, let's try going to one of these staircases. Maybe they'll be more cooperative. I'll take it slow, because it could be that the monster doesn't appear until I'm close to it. I don't know, that worked. There we go. So, next dungeon floor. Oh, wait. It says I have no healing potions now? Maybe I automatically used a healing potion when I got lost, when I went down on hit points. I mean, I was trying to escape, so I don't know, that was weird what happened there. Oh, wait a minute. I just walked over something I thought was a trap, but it was actually a shield spell. Okay, so they're not all traps. The white foggy patches can be spells. Interesting. So I've probably missed a whole bunch of spells by this point. Whoops. But then at the same time, I haven't been succumbing to traps because I've been avoiding the white parts. But then the spells are going to be kind of useful, because the shield spell in particular basically makes me a lot more defensive until the end of my next bout of combat. So, and it looks like there does seem to be a difference between monsters running into you and you running into monsters. So like, I mean, I ran into this Dark Warrior here on my own volition, and I think that is what allows me to escape. But had the Dark Warrior run into me itself, I think that would have made it so that I wouldn't be able to escape the combat. And you know, it just occurred to me too that maybe that monk from before didn't actually trigger a trap, but took whatever the spell was. Like, if it was a spell, I mean, if I run into this, am I gonna like get hurt? Or no, I got a magic sack. I kind of forget what the magic sack does. You know what, I've actually been at this for quite a while now, so I should probably wrap this up or something. Nah. Oh, wait, what? How did that... Okay, I was on a temple. How did the Shadow Dragon attack me? I'm glad I could take it down, but that was weird. I thought the enemies couldn't actually step onto the temple while you were on it? I mean, it said something about that in the manual, about the temple being a safe place, but apparently not against shadow dragons. Also, there's something hilarious about the fact that a shadow dragon went down so much easier than, like, those dark warriors or whatever. Like, there's a monster right there that just appeared. Is it going to be able to step on my temple here and take me on? Yeah, Dimension Spider. Okay. But it went down very easily, though. Like, maybe if you're on a temple, things are just easier to kill? I don't know. Well, let's at least see one spell before we're finished here, so let's cast that shield spell. Shield spell cast. And let's see how this battle goes right here with this Dark Warrior. So, I am taking virtually no damage. Okay, so the shield spell effectively makes you immune to damage for one fight. Oh wow, look at how much fast your hit points regenerate when you're at a high level, and that's just standing around normally. If I actually like go onto the temple, that's gonna go lightning fast. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, that's interesting that your hit point regeneration is faster the less you have. That almost kind of incentivizes staying at lower hit point values. But then the problem there is that there doesn't seem to be anything in the way of armor. So that means that as you get further in and the enemies get stronger, they're going to start hitting harder, and their hits might actually be enough to like take you out if you're at a low hit point value. Okay, well I found a healing potion, so out of curiosity, how much does this heal me for? I was at 11, and now I'm at 31. So it's not a very good healing potion. Okay, so that was Sword of Fargoal. The funny thing about this is that this is one of, oh, whoops. Got hit by a ceiling trap there. This is one of Epyx's earlier dungeon crawl titles. Oh, the Dimension Spider teleports. There's another ceiling trap. And the thing I remember about Epyx, because I have, what's the one I have on the ColecoVision? Because I have one of their dungeon crawls for the ColecoVision, specifically Temple of Apshai, I believe is the name of it. And that one played... It's not the same as this one, but it has a very similar look to it. But Temple of Apshai was a game that didn't have an end, as far as I could tell. The idea was you just played it until you lost. But the further in you got, the stronger the kinds of things you could find would be, the stronger the monsters would be. Because in that game, you actually did have, like, equipable items and everything. So this is very much feels like an earlier sort of iteration of that formula. Kind of thinking here that this probably isn't going to go well for me because that dimension spider can just like dimensionalize anywhere it wants. Like, I mean, I have a teleport spell myself, but yeah, this is probably not going to go well. Or no, wait. I survived with barely any hit points left, and then it just shot right back up to 10. And yeah, it's a gradual change in the rate of hit point increase too. It's not like segmented or anything. Okay, is this monk going to take me out? Yep, slain by a monk. Experience level 7, dungeon level 4. And it's playing that typical you died music. Oh well. Well, I was probably going to end this right around now anyways, so now it's doing some crazy effect with the screen, because I'm very dead. I guess when you die, things turn into walls. Or no, wait, it's revealing the dungeon layout. Interesting. So yeah, Sword of Fargoal. It's a very, very basic dungeon crawl, especially given that I think this came out before Rogue even. But, you know, it plays okay. I'm not sure I'd want to sit down and play it all the way through to its end, if it even has an end. But, you know, for what it is, it's very basic. I do wish the controls were more responsive, though, because you really have to wait like a full second almost before your controls actually start moving you. But it is responsive that in terms of when you let go. So if you let go of movement direction, you won't continue moving. So that's good, at least. But yeah, it plays okay, but it is very basic.